The Human Settlements Minister, Thembi Simelane, is expected to visit the families affected by the recent mudslides in Umlazi, south of Durban. Over 50 houses are on the brink of collapse as the saturated ground that they build on continues to shift beneath them. Over 1,000 victims are being evacuated to safer shelters by the Human Settlements Department. Newzroom Afrika's Phila Mthembu is keeping an eye on that story for us and joins us now. It's again another day, Phila, of uncertainty for many families there because they don't know what's coming next, but also what's going to happen to their existing shelters. Tell us what you found out.
Absolutely, Iman. And right now they are actually putting their faith on the Human Settlements Minister that is expected to actually meet with them here today. You'd remember that over the past few days, our colleague Nobuhle Modise has been visiting this community, basically just to give us a sense of how bad the situation is. What you see, I'm going to allow for my colleague Nhlanhla Faso to show you these visuals. So what you see over here, Iman, are some of those houses which are at the brink of a collapse. And what we understand is that the reason why these houses are actually in this particular state is because of the land which is drenched with water. So we have been told that this has been going on for many, many years. People are incredibly devastated, saying that they also find it quite difficult for them to even sleep at night because they just do not know what may happen. And what they've also been telling us is that the situation is also exacerbated by the severe weather that this province continues to experience, and community members here, as well as the leaders of this particular community, have been engaging with the government to try and get them to come over to see the situation and hopefully be assisted in any particular way. But what they are looking for is actually to be evacuated from here, as you can just basically see, Iman, visibly that this is not the place for people to actually live in. And looking at this particular land, you'd also realize that even if these houses had to collapse, Iman, necessarily you wouldn't be able to have the courage to actually come here and rebuild because of, safety issues when it comes to this land. Is it even suitable to have homes built here? I'm going to bring in a ward committee member, Nomthandazo Mdletshe, to speak to us. They've also been issuing out calls to the government to try and get them on board to assist here. Thank you so much for your time, Nomthi. Siyabonga kakhulu ngesikhathi sakho. Into yokuqala siyazi ukuthi namhlanje nizohlangana no Minister waka Human Settlements. Mhlambe uma ngabe ungasibeka isithombe nje ukuthi kahle kahle yini into enilindele kwi-engagement enizoba nayo naye namhlanje.
Igama lami Nomthandazo Mdletshe, ngibonge ngokungena la. Into esilindele njengamanje ukuthi umphakathi usizakale nanokuthi bazowuthatha njengamanje ngoba akumili kuwa kwezindlu, bazowuthatha bayobeka njengamanje ngoba basahleli ezihlobeni bacuphisene. Angeke baze bacuphisane isikhathi eside, akumele imindeni ihlale isikhathi eside. Njengamanje sicela nje esikulindele impendulo zokuza ukuthi njengamanje befika bazowuthatha umphakathi bayobekaphi, because umphakathi unemibuzo ukuthi njengamanje ikuphi okuqhubeka layo. Yilokho ke nje sikucelayo njengamanje ukuthi bathathe umphakathi bayobeka endaweni esafety.
Yazi ngibuka isimo la, and I would like to get more information. I'll probably also ask the minister. Kathi kwakhiwa le mizi le, ikhona surveying eyenziwa la, because these are RDP houses, they were provided by government. Ikhona mhlawumbe surveying eyenziwa kwase kwathiwani because isimo asikho sihle.
Mekwakhiwa izindlu kuye kusurveywe, kufika onjiniya bathatha inhlabathi. Ngeke ngazi ukuthi kwathiwani okwamanje, kodwa ngazi njoba kwa izindlu ze-RDP kuya engineering ya check inhlabathi iphasisi isho ukuthi ibe ne report eshoyo ukuthi indawo injani. Angeke ngize ngazi ukuthi kwaqhubeka kani emva kwalokho.
Do you think though usizo nizolthola nomthi, because there are also other areas which have been affected by izinto ezifana nama floods? People are still waiting to be taken into much safer shelters. Do you have confidence in government that they're going to come through for residents which have been affected?
Njengamanje angakabi sure ukuthi kuzokwenzakalani. Ngoba nango 2022 sibe nazo ama floods kwalimala ngezansi kunemizi yama tin house yahamba 86 abakazi basizakale. Lokhu usoko ushuthi iya ngokunyuka ngoba iqale ngala iyanyuka abazange baze basizakale ngalutho. Even 2022 ama flood aye ngo April abazange kuze kuphume lutho ezobaduduza. Njengamanje njengoba sibheke la siyacela ukuthi even no government isicela ke usukumise amasokisi because umphakathi nawo ugcina ngokuhlukumezeka.
That was a ward committee member essentially speaking to us and also putting out there what is it that they expect, what kind of intervention that they expect from the Human Settlement Minister that is expected to meet with the affected residents. You'd remember that over 1,000 people have been impacted. Over 50 houses are either cracking or tilting or have already collapsed, which is something of great concern, Iman, as this is definitely does not look like an area that is supposed to be housing people.
Yeah, it goes back to, I think, what your guest was saying as well about the approval for these sites and the work of those feasibility studies and those engineers who designated this as a building site. A lot of questions to be asked and to be answered there. And Phila, will come back to you when the minister is in the area to understand exactly what assistance they will be offering those affected community members going forward.